So it is all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Today we go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.3 miles of long straights, fast corners and huge elevation changes. The Turn 1 hairpin at La Source is straight into Eau Rouge, eventually climbing into Raidillon. It is an opening salvo like no other. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Liam Lawson lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri and Sainz, Behrman, Russell, Tsunoda and Pierre Gasly, Hamilton, Albon, Fernando Alonso and Hülkenberg, Antonelli, Pierce, Sonny Hayes and Lance Stroll, Colapinto, Ocon, Bortoletto and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. Well, we welcome you to the broadcast. It's going to be some race today. First of all, introductions. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one, Anthony Davidson. So, a sprint race today, and that means lights to flag, no stops. And how is that going to affect the driver behind the wheel?
Absolutely. So for today, there's no pit stop, or shouldn't be a pit stop anyway, if things go right, and you can forget about strategy. You're just driving today as fast as you can, make those overtakes if you need to, and that's what a sprint weekend's all about.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Yeah, copy that. That's clear.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
All right, sprint race time. Starting on pole. As long as we get a good start and lead out of La Source, lap 1, I think we'll be okay. We should be able to just streak away with this one. A little bit more wheel spin off the start than I had hoped for. Does Charles use some battery? He does. Make him go the long way around. So bumpy through there for some reason. I don't know where that bump comes from. All right, we've pulled a nice little gap. We haven't quite broken in Charles out of our DRS just yet, but I say we likely will by the time we get back around to the first DRS zone.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Yeah, 1.12, we've broken Charles out of our DRS. Wow. Oh, I've let Charles back in. He's caught me back to 6/10.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it's not Charles, actually. It's Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri set the fastest lap behind us. All right, we might have a bit more of a handful holding Piastri behind. Hopefully we can just settle into our own little rhythm here, and I'm sure we can keep him back there. Oh, that broke way too early there. Ah! I have a feeling McLaren they're running a bit more aero. I don't know how much more. But they hopefully shouldn't be able to catch us on the straights at least. Just out of our DRS, or is he going to sneak? No, he snuck in. I think he was sitting on the overtake out of La Source. I think he just snuck into our DRS. No, maybe not. Alright, that was ideal.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Closing speed. Oh, he's moved across.
Hello, motherfucker.
You're trying to put me off, Danzo. I did that enough myself. Ah, they're so much better than me through there. Nah, it's all good. Oh, Oscar's there. He's on the hunt. He's gonna have DRS. Gotta get a good run through here. It was a little wider than I would have liked. He's not gonna catch me though. This thing is a rocket in a straight line. Where's he getting all this speed from? All right, 2 laps to go. Just gotta hold off Oscar. He's way too far back, and I think he's under attack from Charles Leclerc. That'll give us a reprieve. They're side by side behind us. Just slowing each other down. It's given us basically half a second through that little sequence of corners there, just those two fighting. Went from about 8 or 9 tenths to now 1.6 back to Charles, who's now taken second place. As long as we keep it on the black stuff for this last lap, we should be okay. Well, Charles Leclerc managed to stay in front. So, relatively even where this time around, as opposed to Silverstone where the front left gets smashed. So an 8-lap stint on mediums to about 50% wear average. Yeah, alright.
Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes.
It was easy to manage, so thank you.
Yeah, so one stop. I think one stop easily. I think we could go... medium hards, pitting on... Could probably go to lap 10, really.
Well, that concludes all of the sprint action. We are so well set up for an incredible...
And that's our first sprint point of the year.
And the Grand Prix still to come. We'll see you next time.
Oh no, I have another screen for this. Hang on. All right. So the classifications for the Belgian sprint. Myself as Liam Lawson taking the win. Charles Leclerc about just over 2 seconds behind. Oscar Piastri rounding out the podium. Max Verstappen P4. Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton, Oliver Behrman keeping his spot in the top 8, bringing home some sprint points for Haas, and then Carlos Sainz rounding out the points paying positions in 8, bringing home lowly 1 point for Williams, but at this point Williams will take any points they can get. George Russell and then Yuki Tsunoda in the 10, just missing out. Albon the second Williams, P12, and then Kimi Antonelli, who's not had a great run of things recently, back in 13th, and then the rest down, further down the back.